In a quiet corner of the forest, where dreams sail on gentle rivers, a tiny mouse named Milo dreams of a grand adventure. Tonight, under a sky full of stars, he will set sail on a magical leaf boat and discover a world beyond his wildest dreams. If you enjoyed the story of Milo's leaf boat and want to hear more gentle bedtime tales, remember to subscribe to our channel. We have many more calming stories to help you sleep. Welcome to a peaceful world where soft breezes blow and gentle waves rock the boats. Tonight, we will meet a little mouse who dreams of sailing on a leaf boat. Imagine, close your eyes, and let your mind drift to a magical place where the trees are tall, the river is calm, and the stars twinkle brightly above. Take a deep breath and imagine being there in this soft, sleepy world where everything is warm and safe. In a quiet corner of the meadow, near the sparkling river, there lived a little mouse named Milo. Milo was not like the other mice. He had big, curious eyes and tiny paws that loved to explore. He had a cozy little home tucked under the roots of a large tree with soft moss covering the floor. But Milo had a special dream. He wanted to sail across the river on a boat made of a big, shiny leaf. Milo would often sit by the riverbank, watching the boats on the water, drifting gently with the current. He would imagine himself sailing across, the cool breeze ruffling his soft fur, the gentle ripples of the river singing a lullaby as he sailed. He would smile, his little nose twitching with excitement, dreaming of one day going on an adventure in his very own leaf boat. One quiet evening, as the sun began to set and painted the sky with soft pinks and oranges, Milo decided that tonight was the night. He scampered down the little path leading to the river. The tall trees whispered gently in the wind, and the soft sounds of crickets filled the air. The river sparkled under the moonlight, with little waves lapping softly against the shore. Milo could feel the warmth of the earth beneath his paws, and the air was cool and refreshing, carrying the sweet scent of blooming flowers. On the water, Milo noticed a large leaf drifting by. It was the perfect size for a boat. He could already imagine how it would feel to sit on the leaf, with the water gently rocking him back and forth. The world around him seemed calm and peaceful, just as he had always imagined. He could hear the soft whisper of the wind through the trees and the distant croak of a frog in the water. Milo knew he needed to act quickly before the leaf boat floated too far down the river. He scampered over the soft grass, his tiny paws making little tracks behind him. Reaching the edge of the river, he paused, looking at the leaf that was drifting farther away with each passing second. He could see the ripples in the water growing, and he felt a little nervous. What if he could not reach the leaf in time? Milo's little heart began to race, and he felt unsure. The water looked deep and wide, and he had never sailed before. What if he fell in and got wet? What if he couldn't catch the leaf? But then he took a deep breath, remembering how much he had always dreamed of this adventure. "I can do this," he whispered to himself, his whiskers twitching with determination. He quickly thought of a plan. He would build a tiny raft with twigs and leaves to help him reach the leaf boat. But as he started gathering the twigs, he heard a gentle voice from behind him. "Milo, what are you doing?" It was his best friend, a gentle squirrel named Hazel. Hazel had big bright eyes and a fluffy tail that twitched when she was excited. She saw Milo standing by the river, looking a little worried. Milo explained his plan to Hazel, who nodded with a smile. "I think you need a little help, my friend," she said. Hazel quickly scurried to a nearby tree and gathered some soft, flexible vines. Together, they tied the vines to the edges of the leaf to make a sturdy little boat. The leaf boat was ready, and Milo felt his heart swell with happiness. "Now, it's time to set sail," Hazel said. She gently pushed the leaf boat into the water, and it began to float smoothly on the surface. Milo jumped onto the leaf with Hazel by his side, and together they sailed gently down the river. The water swayed them slowly, rocking the leaf boat like a cradle. Milo smiled, his tiny paws gripping the edge of the boat, as the world seemed to quiet down. The soft glow of the moon above, the rustling of the trees, and the sound of the water made everything feel safe and peaceful. The river carried them smoothly down the stream, and Milo felt his eyes begin to grow heavy. The soft rocking of the leaf boat was like a lullaby, the gentle sway making him feel warm and cozy. Hazel sat next to him, her soft tail wrapped around her paws. They sailed under a sky full of twinkling stars, the world around them calm and peaceful. Milo yawned, his little eyes fluttering closed. "This is the most wonderful adventure," he whispered softly, his voice barely louder than the rustling leaves around them. As the boat glided to a stop near a quiet patch of grass, Milo and Hazel hopped off and made their way back to their homes. Milo's tiny paws were tired, but his heart was full of joy. He had sailed on his leaf boat, just like he had always dreamed. The stars above twinkled softly, and the night air was cool and sweet. As Milo snuggled into his cozy bed of soft moss, he closed his eyes and felt the warmth of his dreams wrap around him. He knew that tomorrow there would be even more adventures to be had, but for now, it was time to rest. Hazel, his best friend, had already tucked herself into her nest, ready to sleep under the stars. And just like Milo, you too can close your eyes and let your dreams carry you to beautiful, peaceful places. Before you drift off to sleep, tell us in the comments what story you would like to hear next. Good night, little one. May your dreams be as peaceful as the quiet river where Milo sailed on his leaf boat.